Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight's story is told from the perspective of a teenager named Noah, who discovers that some places stay abandoned for a reason. Turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and get ready, because this one gets unsettling fast. Let's begin. My name is Noah, and until last year, I never believed a place could hold a memory like a living thing. I thought scary stories were just stories, but what happened in Ridgeway, an abandoned town not far from where I live, changed that forever. It started during fall break. My friends kept daring each other to explore the old Ridgeway radio tower, the one that hasn't broadcast anything in decades. People said it still flickers on at night for a few seconds at a time, like it's trying to send a message. I didn't want to go, not because I was scared, at least that's what I told them, but because every time someone mentioned the tower, I got this weird twist in my stomach. Like a warning. But of course, they pushed until I agreed. We arrived just before sunset. Ridgeway was even more abandoned than the rumors made it sound. Houses with boarded windows, mailboxes leaning on broken hinges, no birds, no wind, no cars on the cracked road. Just silence. The kind of silence that feels like it's listening. The tower sat at the center of the ghost town, tall and rusted, silhouetted against the orange sky. My friends were loud at first, laughing, teasing me, but the closer we got to the tower, the quieter everyone became. Not because they were scared, but because they were hearing it too. A low hum, quiet, but definitely there. It was coming from the tower. We reached the base and found the door halfway open. A cold draft seeped through it like the building was breathing out. I pushed it the rest of the way. Inside, dust floated in the air like ash. The room was filled with equipment. Old radios, monitors, cables, and even though everything was covered in cobwebs, one thing stood out. A single green light was blinking on the main console. My friends whispered behind me, but I stepped forward. Something about that blinking light felt like it was meant for me. I reached out, and the moment my finger brushed the switch, the hum grew louder. The monitors flickered to life. Static filled the room, whispery and uneven. Then a voice crackled through the speakers. Not clear. Not complete. But I swear it said my name. Noah. I froze. My friends backed away, whispering if I'd messed with them earlier or pre-recorded something as a prank. I hadn't. I was shaking too much for it to be a joke. The voice came again. This time, urgent. Noah, don't go upstairs. My eyes shot toward the staircase at the back of the room. I hadn't even noticed it before. It spiraled upward into shadows. My friends dared me to check it out. They said the voice had to be a glitch or someone messing with us. I wasn't convinced, but peer pressure is a powerful thing. I started climbing. The metal steps creaked under my weight. Every step felt like something was waiting just above. But when I reached the top, the room wasn't scary, just sad. It was a small broadcast booth, dusty chairs, a microphone on its side, papers scattered everywhere. Nothing dangerous, except one chair in the corner was rocking slightly, just enough to be noticeable, just enough to prove that something had been sitting there seconds before. I stepped closer. That's when the microphone turned on by itself, letting out a sharp hiss of static. I didn't touch it, nobody did, but it snapped upright like someone invisible was holding it. Then the voice whispered again. You shouldn't be here. I stumbled back, hitting the edge of the table. The chair in the corner stopped rocking instantly, as if whoever had been in it stood up all at once. That was the moment I bolted. I ran down the stairs so fast I nearly fell, yelling for my friends. But when I reached the bottom, my friends weren't there. The room was empty. Only the static was left louder now, filling the entire tower like a storm. I tried calling their names, but the hum swallowed my voice. The green light on the console blinked faster, almost frantic. I smacked the switch, trying to turn it off. Instead of stopping, everything went dead silent. Then the speakers whispered, "They're outside." I ran. Outside the tower, the sky had gone dark. The town looked different, like it had aged another 20 years while I was gone. But I saw my friends near the edge of the road, waving, yelling for me to hurry. I sprinted toward them. We didn't stop running until we reached the car. We jumped in, locked the doors, and peeled out of Ridgeway without looking back. On the drive home, I told them everything: the voice, the room, the chair, the warning. They stared at me like I was making it up, even though they had been the ones to leave me in there. Except they swore they never left. They said one minute I was behind them, and the next minute I was gone. They searched the building but couldn't find me. They tried calling my name, and I never answered. I tried arguing, but the more they insisted, the more a cold realization crept over me. Something else had answered them, something that sounded like me, something that wanted me upstairs. I don't know who or what was in that tower. I don't know why it warned me, and I don't know why it let me leave. But sometimes, late at night, my radio crackles with static for a few seconds, and a faint voice whispers through the speakers. A voice that sounds like mine, and every time, it says the same thing. No, don't come back.